Welcome to the Wexford Football League show. On this week's show, we're going to discuss the big news that was announced for Wexford football this week. We're going to look back at all the results of the weekend and look forward to the big Oscar Traynor game happening down in Kilkenny. Aidan Nicky.
How are you, Aidan?
I'm grand, not a bother on me. With some interesting games this weekend. We'll talk about the Oscar Traynor game later on. Big announcement in Wexford Soccer this week. The press release for the Wexford F.C. and Reading collaboration. You were down at it yourself?
Yeah, I went down with the rest of the team on Saturday. Down I met Noel Hunt and Kevin Doyle and the lads, and look, it's a fantastic opportunity for Wexford FC. Yeah,
for me, it's going to be a game changer for the coaching in the county. I think the fact now that coaches here in Wexford are going to have the hands-on approach from the coaches across the water over in Reading, I think it's going to be a game changer for the game here.
I will look at they're a massive club in England. They have a great pedigree. They're in the Premier League not that long ago, so it's a great tie-up. And to be honest with you, I didn't realise there were so many links. I'm sure we'll see it in the interview later on, but there's a massive amount of links. Obviously, the big one everybody looks at is Kevin Doyle going over there, but Boogie was over there. There was Mark Ross actually went to school with one of their academy directors and things like that. So there's a massive amount of connections there that I didn't realise were in place, and hopefully we'll get to go over at the end of November and have a look at it.
Yeah, look, we caught up with the lads down there, so we'll have a listen to it there now. Right, okay. You're all very welcome. This is a big day for Wexford FC.
Yeah, Noel Hunt here, under 21 manager, lead PDP at Reading FC.
Yeah, so my name's Jamie Greenwood. I'm head of academy coaching for Reading Football Club. Hi, my name's Michael Chilks, the academy manager of Reading Football Club.
Here today just to officially probably cement a partnership between us and Wexford FC. I think it's been in the pipeline for a little while now. I just think with the history that both clubs have and the areas that we have in terms of the people that have come and played for Reading from the southeast is hugely important. So it's a deep connection for me, but I also think there's a deep connection from the clubs as well.
This link up with Reading, I just think it's a fabulous opportunity for young kids to see a pathway to professional career, being able to play in the local League of Ireland club and then have an opportunity, if things are going really well, to go to a fabulous club like Reading, which I know very well. It's behind the scenes, people involved are all really good people, a lovely place, lovely part of the world to live. So hopefully someone will be able to take advantage of this opportunity in the next few years.
Very pleased to be here today regarding Wexford Football Club and our link together. We're looking forward to doing a lot of work together, obviously not just in the community, but obviously for the young players coming through, coaching, best practice. And it's a very important day for both clubs, really.
It's very good, yeah, because you get to go through like a full-time academy and all. Like it's different, like going over there. We're going over there, I think, in November, so it'll be good over there. It's nice to see. Like,
for us as a club, we always have to find ways to be creative in terms of supporting our players' development, and loan moves create a great opportunity for those moments. And setting this partnership up with Wexford will create a pathway, hopefully both ways, should any young aspiring talent need the experiences away from the day-to-day environment at Reading.
So we've seen the great links there, Nicky, that's going to be created for the county with coaches and players, so it's a great opportunity for everyone down in the county, isn't it?
Definitely. I was talking to Gary Dempsey down there on Saturday, and he has the first team going over. They're going over the middle of November, the under-17s, to play a couple of games over there. So hopefully that'll be the start of a bright future.
You have to give Tony credit. He's went in there and he's really tried to change things and thinking outside the box with things. And this is another one of his objectives, isn't it?
Yeah, him, John, Eileen, I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more down there. But look, they've changed the club around massively in the last couple of weeks, or last couple of months. A lot of hard work, and they look like they're building a good team and a good community down there, spirit, shall I say. Yeah,
look, and since they've been involved, they had their biggest game for the club last Tuesday night again. Cove in the playoff. We were talking to Aaron and James Ketty there last week. They were looking forward to it. Unfortunately, they came out on the wrong side of 1-0 defeat, but it's only half time in this game. It would have been a two-leg affair.
Over 1,000 people down at the game, which is
Great to see.
is great. Considering the weather. Well, the weather on the evening wasn't too bad, but the weather leading up to it, the pitch was in great condition. To be honest with you, I thought Cove were definitely the better team in the first half. It looked like Mikey Rowe scored direct from a free kick, a Wexford man scoring against Wexford. But like Charlie Heffernan got back into the goal there, and I'd say he was absolutely gutted, because to be honest with you, a keeper of his calibre shouldn't be making mistakes like that. And in fairness to Cove, they bombarded him for about 10 minutes after, when he was a little bit rattled. So they were lucky at that stage didn't drop down another goal or two. But in fairness to Tony, he got him in at half time, changed up a couple of little things and got him back into the game, and they were probably the better team in the second half. They were unlucky once now. The Cove keeper made two good saves, so they were all in one move. So look, they got back into it, and as you said, it's half time, and they go down Saturday night.
Yeah, look, they will be disappointed they're 1-0 down. But I think James Kelly said it himself here.
Tony.
He said it himself here last week that they're better away from home at the moment. So I'd say he'll be happy enough that it is 1-0. They're still in the tie. That's the main thing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, they're still in the tie. I suppose I was quite impressed with Cove for the first half, but Wexford definitely came out and were the better team then in the second half.
And you were down at the game, so after seeing the game, you think that Wexford can overturn it? Can they go get 2 goals against Cove and keep a clean sheet, you think?
Yeah, look, sure, you know yourself. If they can go and grab a goal early in the game, you never know what way it's going to go. Momentum swings. How do Cove set up is another thing. Do they kind of hold off and try and go for it? Like, there's more questions asked of Cove now than there is of Wexford, I think. Wexford have to go and win the game, where Cove, a draw, win it. They could still lose it and probably still, they'll be thereabouts. But look at it. It's in Wexford hands at this stage.
Yeah, look, we wish them all the best. That's Saturday, 5 o'clock, is it?
Yeah.
We wish them all the best. And move on then to the results. So we have the Leinster results. The first one there, I think, was a game you were at, Enniscorthy United winning 2-0 again, Liffey Bank. Yeah,
I went up to it on Sunday afternoon. I had a bit of a lie-in. We had a party on Saturday night, so I had a bit of a lie-in. Thank you to God.
Party every Saturday night?
Well, I work most Saturday nights, but no, Sandra's birthday, so we were out Saturday night. But and to be honest with you, and I'm delighted I actually did go up to it, because it probably wouldn't have been a game I would have chosen if I'd have been fresh. To be honest with you, but I went up. Enniscorthy United 2 and Liffey Bank 2, very very closely even match teams. There was a little bit of everything in it. It was really really good, honest game. Well, bar the time Jim Malloy dived in the box, but Garrett was close enough to wave the penalty away. But other than that, to be honest with you, actually, Jimmy, it was the worst dive I ever seen in a game of soccer. But look, it was a good game. Enniscorthy United, I think it was actually 2-1. Enniscorthy United played quite well. Aaron Larkin scored a screamer of a free kick from about 25 yards to get the win. So all was good. And I'd laugh at one lad there from Liffey Bank. I think this is the bit I got a kick out of it. The Broughton man, number 14, the Broughton man with about 15 minutes to go. He squared up to every single player in Enniscorthy United. He squared up to the sideline, and at the end of it, he started squaring up to his own players. But there was no dirt in it, but it was just one of them funny moments. He looked like he was a hard one to control. It
was a great win for Enniscorthy United, and I think they'll be looking for that now to kickstart their season in Division 2, because they haven't been losing games. We've been drawing a lot of games in Division 2 there.
Yeah, look at they have, and like they've get no bigger draw in the next round than playing North End. So it's a massive game for them. And whether you play with a Division 5 team or a Premier, everybody wants to play against North End. So look, it's a great draw for them.
It's a free shot for them, in fairness.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Then next one, Bunclody beat Ark United 2-1. Bunclody continuing their great start to the season, in fairness to them.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, look, they've been impressive enough. So they have over the last couple of weeks. They had one heavy defeat, maybe down in North End, but look at they've been quietly impressive and going about their business quietly.
And Crossabeg beat Mount Mellick 4-2. We have the goals here from the Crossabeg game, so we'll have a look at them. 4 goals was another good win. I know Joe will always target these competitions.
Yeah, does he? Yeah, look at we played Mount Mellick a few years ago, and a solid team coming the whole way down from Mount Mellick, obviously. but
I hope that's where it came from.
Yeah, let's hope so. But look at to be honest with you,
it's a good goal, this one.
Well, you'd always like it. I think, look at it was a good goal.
What did you not like about it?
Because that's the way the mind played for years. They wanted to walk the ball into the net. Do you know, like, he's never took a shot outside the box. But I look at, in fairness, like if you look at that there now, it's very good pressing by Crossabeg. Like if you looked at the won the ball high, it's a 4v4 straight away. So I'm damn sure that would definitely impress Joe. He might be a bit disappointed, conceded a couple of goals, will he?
He must be disappointed because he didn't send them on to us, the 2 goals he conceded.
Oh, did he not?
No, so he must not like the defending for him.
Somebody's in trouble. Maybe they should be dropped.
And go back and another Wexford win in the next one. Skyer and Tara, if I'm pronouncing that right. Wexford Boys beating them 4-0. So they have 2 wins down their last 2 games. Look like they're all the GA players back, and Nicky can finally have a good go with them.
Yeah, look, he's lost these 2 league games, so if you look at that, it doesn't look great. But I think he's won 4 in the outside competition, so like it's not the worst start in the world. But look at they'll want to start picking up a couple of league wins over the next few weeks.
Go Rangers second team then losing out to Freebooters 4-0. Kind of expected that, in fairness.
Yeah, sure, Freebooters are strong.
Yeah, and then New Park from Kilkenny beating Ajax. I was expecting Ajax maybe to do better in this one. 6-3 defeat from.
Yeah, I'm surprised. Well, they conceded so many, but maybe they went out with a more attacking game plan and were left open. But I look at Ajax won't really be concerned about that. The Leinster Junior Cup FAIs have been on their target. Yeah,
St. Joseph's losing out to Ulster from Kildare 3-2. I think that's a little bit surprise too, because that's Kildare's the summer league. I thought maybe Joseph's, after going so well, might have won that one.
Yeah, definitely, because when I first looked at it, I thought it was the under-13 team. In Kildare, I said, Jesus, Lord, St. Joseph's getting bet by them. No, look, Joseph's are going to be the same as Ajax. Like, they'll definitely want to be getting promoted. They wouldn't have liked to be losing at home either. You know, it's a tough place to go down in Kilmuckridge.
In the next game, you were worried last week that Ormond Villa would be held to find Tom Brack, but they obviously found it and came away with a good 1-0 win.
Yeah, Eddie McAvoy, the former Evergreen manager, he's one who definitely that Evergreen breeding is in him. He definitely will be taking the outside competitions very, very serious. He'd be shrewd operator, Eddie would, and look at it was always going to be a tough task for Tom Brack, especially. I know Ormondville play in Kilkenny's Division 1, but the Rangori Rangers first team to a 1-0 defeat the week before. So look at they're obviously they're well organised and they're a good side.
And then Cortown, who had a difficult enough start to Division 1, good win against Johnstown Celtic 3-2.
Yeah, good win for the boys. Stephen should be happy once they're winning a couple of games, yeah.
And Ferns beating Parkville of Carlow, you'd expect that as well, 3-2, wouldn't you? Even though it was away, but you still expect it.
Parkville away is always tougher, but you will be, yeah.
Yeah, the next one's actually a great win for Shelbourne again, MP, 4-2 win. That was a fantastic win. I wouldn't say MP would have liked going out to Shelbourne now, in fairness. Jesus,
nobody likes going out there, especially me. We got it. We came out on the back of a bad cup run last year on it, but no, look at Shelbourne. They definitely needed to get started and get going, and it's a good win. The MP are being around a few years now. They're a good side.
And Rosslyn Rangers got a walkover again at Mullingar. Stella Mara has actually scored a last-minute winner again. Glenbarntown will be disappointed with that. Stella Mara is another good side.
Sure, they're a renowned club in Dublin, aren't they? So, look, it was never going to be easy for Glyn.
And Fort Celtic actually had a great win again. Collection at a Carlow League as well. They were actually 2-0 down at half-time and came back, won at 5-2, so great win for them.
Yeah, Collection have an all-weather pitch up there.
Yeah, they played on Friday night there.
Played Friday night under the lights. So give the Fort lads the whole weekend off, which would be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah. And that's the way you'd like to see it going forward, wouldn't you? You've always said it, you'd love to see more Friday night games. So
Friday. I'm even put on to Pádraig to see will he fix a couple of games even Saturdays. Contact the two clubs and. Is
that because you think it's best for Wexford football or best for a person that owns a pub?
A bit of both, really, to be honest with you. So, Obviously, sure, you'd have to be looking after your own interests, but no, look at sure. If you fix Fort Celtic and North End, I'm not going to benefit out of it.
Yeah.
But no,
I think the
look.
players would prefer it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sure. You're off on a Sunday. You go out and have a couple of pints on a Saturday night and go and enjoy it, or go off somewhere with the missus. Sure, everybody would love to be able to do it. Instead of sitting in waiting for match of the day. Come on.
Yeah, then we move on.
Or
to
they show it.
Joe O'Neill's Premier Division then. Mine had a good 6-1 away win down Campile. John Pear and Fairnestone looks to be back on form. 2 goals again this week.
Yeah, look at to be honest with you would have expected it, wouldn't you? Campile haven't really started yet this year, so the mine went down, got a good win, got a few goals, and maybe a couple of lads got a little bit of confidence.
Yeah, look at the league table there now. They're second in it, 3 points behind North End with a game in hand. The thing that sticks out for that for me is we're in the middle of October, end of October, and North End have 6 league games played. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
They started off with a load of games last year too, I think, didn't they? And sure, had Gorey only 4 games played up to Christmas nearly last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
So they're well ahead. Look, it's great to see so many games. Obviously, it makes it a little bit easier for us to talk every week when there's Premier games. Well, there's only one on this week now again, but so it's after hitting a bit of a standstill over the last few weeks. But it's good to see it, and look at. You're starting to, maybe without bows, but you're starting to get a true reflection of the league table now. I think going down through all the divisions, once you get into that 5th game, 4th, 5th game, 6th game, you'll season normally doesn't pan out too far away from that.
Anything there? I know it's still early. Anything there stick out to you on the table that surprise you? For me, it's Shamrocks. No, I thought they would have done better, I have to say.
Yeah. Look at. I'm not going to make any excuses for them. The boys are young side. They've plenty of experience on the bench with Ken and Tucker, and they've been around for years. Ken's the Oscar trainer manager, so maybe look, you would have hoped that they'd be a little bit higher. They're on a bit of a bad run, but look, the one thing I do know is them young lads are a good, honest bunch of lads. They trained very, very well for me last year, and a couple of wins they might couple of games where they might get a bit of confidence. And I've said it already, the biggest mistake I think Ken and Tucker made this year was not going into the Leinster Juniors. You could pick up 2 or 3 games where you'll pick up handy wins, you'll learn a little bit with the young lads, you're throwing them in. Like, there's no forgiveness in the Premier League. Yeah, you don't get an easy game.
Yeah, they'll actually be off now for 3 weeks, I think, after
sure, this will be their third weekend off. But like you know as well as anybody, like pick anybody out of that. Maybe Campile are struggling at the minute, but in the form the Rovers are in, it's not going to be an easy game either. Do you know? So there's not one easy game in that whole league that Rovers could say, I can't wait to play that next week.
And just before we move on, just to mention, I think Gorey the only undefeated team in it, 2 wins, 2 draws in fairness to them.
Yep.
And we've the 4-star pizza Division 1, Clubon were struggling. Ross Celtic 2-1 away win for them. All Blacks won the top table class year 1-0 against Bridge Rovers, great win for them. And Cora with a great home win again North End.
Yeah, two big wins for Cora and for us really, but definitely a massive win for All Blacks. After their one mishap this year, they're back top of the table. Bridge Rovers, who for me were kind of the unexpected team, they're doing really, really well up there. And to be honest with you, I'm a little bit surprised with Clubon this year. I thought that they've been a bit stronger. Now, I haven't been speaking to anybody out there. Maybe they're waiting for a few GA lads to come back in. But North End, McFarrell, pressure coming on him maybe in the next few weeks. I know he said he was waiting for a few players back, but I think everybody is wording it for a long period.
Yeah,
so,
Shelburne, the 3 teams in the bottom there are actually surprised. Shelburne as well. I think everyone expect them maybe to be definitely mid-table, maybe the top. Maybe they're good win in Leinster the weekend, it'll drive them on. Yeah,
well, they've only played 3 games, so they've a couple of games on a couple of the teams above them, so nearly on them all, bar Cortown. So they have an opportunity to get back into it. So yeah.
I know you said about Clubon, but I was worrying from at the start of the year because they're in the intermediate Leinster hurling championship, and I think a lot would be, they'll fancy their chances of winning that, so I think they've been concentrating on that, and that hasn't even started yet, so I don't think you'll see the true Clubon maybe till they're out at, but they could go, they'll be looking for
looking to be out of the league. Well, I think, to be honest with you, they're out of the league running, but there could be a Division 2 team by the time that happens if it continues.
Move on into the Apex Division 2. Wexford Bows 2-2 with Kilmore, and Adamstown 1-0 for Celtic. I think that's a bit of a surprise maybe. Wexford Bows getting 2-2 draw with Kilmore, who are flying.
Yeah, I think Bows 18 were playing as well. So look, a bit of a small bit of a surprise. Kilmore were going gun ho there. Bows it's their first win I think of the season. So in the league. So look, a great win for them, and it just tightens it up. It probably allows St. Joseph's now a squeak to get back in. It allows Tom Brack a squeak, and
Rathnure,
Rathnure, they're only a point away from him, but it just gives Joseph's and Tom Brack that, and maybe Fort Celtic a little bit of an outside chance, but outside.
And fairness, Rathnure only one defeat, and Kilmore only that one draw this week. So looks like at the moment it could be between the two of them. As you say, I think Joseph's will have a say. I think Tom Brack will be plugging away there as well, but I think it's 4 of them really at it.
It's out of the 4 of them. It's going to all depends on who drops points to somebody down, like your Enniscorthy United, your Kirkclose, your Bows, your Adamstowns. Like Parkway, he reckons that Adamstown could have a big say in it over the next few weeks. They've only played 2 games, so they could shoot up the table with a couple of wins. So it all depends on what fixtures they get over the next few weeks.
We'll move on then to the Betxs Division 3. Duncannon with a 3-2 win against St Leonard. Ballymurn losing their first game of the season against Camolan and Enniscorthy Town. 2-1 again Gorey Celtic. Fastnet with a 4-2 win against Tumon, and Mine beating Nilegate 2-0. Just have a look at the table there now.
Yeah, Ballymurn will be disappointed. Their first defeat. I had a little chat with Vinny there during the week, and in fairness, he said Camolan were full value for the win. He thought they were the better side. He didn't pull any punches. No, he didn't say that Ballymurn played bad or anything. He just said that Camolan were better. So look, that Camolan side, they're not too bad, and with that win, it definitely gives them a chance to get back up among the promotion.
Yeah. At the start of this division, we said anyone could win. I think you could go down as far as 7th place or Shamrocks. I think it could be still thereabouts. In fairness, as well in a division like that, I think. I don't know if Fastnet got off to a flyer, but it's how a team like Fastnet respond when they get their first defeat, if they get it.
Yeah, no, I don't really see the mind. Maybe our Rovers, maybe challenging, like Timon, Camolan,
might have dropped too many points.
Gorey Celtic, Ballymurn, Fastnet, they're all first teams, you know. So like it's really, really tough. Like they're the only 2 clubs in there that are B teams at the minute. Second team, like all the rest of the clubs are first teams. So it's really, really tough for them at the minute. 3 Enniscorthy Town teams, Aidan just on the outskirts, Ballymurn just on the outskirts. So it's a nice little kind of a district. So a lot of players that we would know in that division.
Yeah.
So
it's a great win for Camolan, in fairness, scoring 4 goals in a team that has been undefeated and looked fairly unbeatable in that division so far up onto that game.
No, I agree with you. Yeah.
We move on to the TJ Murphy's Division 3A. Bunclody 3-1 win against Rosslare Strand. Bree with a fabulous 8-0 win against Enniscorthy United. Kilteely getting bet 6-0 by Rosstown, and Feather beating Blackwater 1-0. There's big scores in that one. Yeah,
well, definitely one big score out in Bree anyway, wasn't it? Enniscorthy United. I wouldn't mind actually. The chap who played in the goal for Enniscorthy United was near enough man of the match in the first team, because he came straight back in from Bree and played with the first team. Kevin Summers, Gary Murphy was out injured, and Eddie Ryan, another goalkeeper, was out injured for United. So no, look at, if you'd have said you conceded 8 goals over 2 matches, you'd be disappointed. Never mind conceding 1 and 1 or 8 and 1. But look at he. In fairness to Kevin, he was outstanding in the first team game.
In the league table there, you have Rosstown on top, played 7-16. Bunclody 2 games in hand, Bree, 2 games in hand and 1 point behind them. Bunclody sticking with them there as well, and Feather, in fairness.
Yeah, Blackwater looked like they were going to start strong, but the last couple of weeks after falling away a bit. Look, it's not looking great now. I'm sure Kilteely and Coretown looking at each other saying, when are we going to play each other? We'll see, can we get something on the board? But it's not looking great for either of the 2 of them at the minute.
Yeah, Bree looked like the team in that division first, don't it? When you see them beating a mid-table team 8-0 in it, you have to think they're fairly strong.
Yeah, definitely.
So move on to the Division 4, if I get up. the Kennedy Craft Butchers Division 4. We the Ballock 3-2 win against Crossabeg. Curraclaw 7-4 win against Cairn. That was a cracker. Camolan 1-1 with Rosslare Rangers, and Ross Burkham beating St Cormac 6-4. And then our feature game this week was the Ferns United and Gorey Rangers. And Nicky, you want to talk about Willie Banville there for Ross Burkham?
Yeah, jeez. 7 goals, I think, in 2 games, is it? So if Ross Burkham are not careful, I'd say Ross Celtic or somebody could come in and sign him. So with the big books Brian Mulla has down there. I
was told to call him the Haaland of Ross Burkham earlier on, so I better.
Yeah.
So I was saying the feature game this
Alfie Haaland now. He should be retired.
So the feature game this week was Ferns and Gorey in the top of the table clash. It was a game you were looking forward to, Nicky. Thought it was going to be a cracker this week. It was a 2-2 draw.
Yeah, well, I thought it was going to be close anyway. So, and obviously it turned out that way. Where's the referee done well there with the clash of jerseys, isn't he? Huh? So,
are you struggling, are you?
Oh, Jesus, I don't know. Maybe it's the cameraman. I don't know. But I look at the jerseys are quite close. But I definitely thought it was going to be a decent game. The 2 clubs are going really, really well in men's football. So, yeah, look at the Ferns lads are they're proud of their little home patch down there.
Yeah, and fair play to Gorey. It's their 3rd team and they're challenging in all the divisions, ain't it? So it's a great achievement for them as a club.
Oh yeah, 100%. I look at as a club up in Gorey, they're flying at the amount of numbers they have at school boys, school girls, everything. You know, they're going really, really well, and it really looks like there's a big buy-in up there.
Yeah, and Ferns as well, it's their 2nd team, but in fairness to have 3 teams as well, so it's great for a parish club like Ferns to have the 3 teams.
Yeah, 100%. I don't know where they're pulling all the players out of, but they're doing it, and fair play to them for the success. Plus they have the same on the women's side, don't they? They have 2 or 3 teams on there. So so it's a major success story.
It's great to be able to go on video to the lower divisions end, because they really never got any publicity, in fairness, so it's great to be able to do that, isn't it?
Look at it is
the first goal there.
Yeah, first goal scored in. I look at it, sure, it is great. Like we wouldn't, as I said to you earlier on, like I've probably been at
goal level.
That was a good strike now from a tight angle there. So, like obviously because we managed in the Premier, we would have been kind of always going back up and looking at them games. I've really enjoyed it. I went up to a couple of the Division 2, Division 3, Enniscorthy United this weekend. But they were all more honest games, to be honest with you, and I really enjoyed them.
Yeah, look, the players they're still putting in the same amount of effort as the players in the Premier, and all that, in fairness to them.
Maybe not the same dedication, that's why they're playing down that division, but definitely once they get out on a Sunday morning and the whistle blows, they're 100% putting in the same effort.
They'll be still training. A lot of teams now, you talk to clubs, are all training 2 nights a week, B teams, C teams, in fairness to them, so you're a little bit harsher.
Skelly, he doesn't look like he's doing a whole lot of training. So, I know, look at there's a right saucy challenge there now. So, Jar Cleary was on top of it. So,
Jar was around a long time. Fair, some good ref, any?
Yeah, Jar's a good ref, alright. Yeah, so he's around Donkey's years. The one thing you're not going to see Jar is panicking anyway. So, or rushing, as you could see, he wasn't.
Some nice tackles there.
I thought he was giving a free for the first tackle. Never mind that one. But I look at as we said earlier on, they're good, honest games.
He's going for the card now, I think.
Yeah, we may apologise for the cursing. So, but you get that in top of the table clashes at times. You know, you get games that are a bit feisty and a few heavy challenges. Fairness to Jerry, got that one right, I thought. Yeah. Keeper played a dodgy game coming out with his feet, but he ended up timing it right.
So, a lot of people spend time on the ground in this game.
The order of Malta there. So, how many free kicks were given in this position of the pitch, actually? So, free header at the back, but look at the two of them are going to be right up there at the top at the end of the season anyway.
Yeah, but it's a strong front second.
Tonks, is it? So
There's one back.
it was a great ball in by James Tonks. Tonks would have played on the Ferns first team, and he'd have been he'd probably more renowned for his hurling. And it was a fantastic ball in.
For fairness, for a second team and third team, they're two strong teams. They're looking at the players in fairness, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they surely are. Yeah. So they are.
The equaliser, I think.
Is it?
Maybe not.
No. That pass nearly worked out as well, except for it wasn't as classy as his first one, was it? From Tonks. So Jordan even. He's cool, isn't he, Jar Cleary, when he's refereeing games?
There's the equaliser. It's a good header, that.
Yeah, great header. Looping header over the keeper.
Fairness, he got up high for it.
He surely did, and it's one thing that I was told when I was younger by my own father, always headed back where it came from, and it's very hard for a goalkeeper to change the whatever way he's running, so good header.
And now look at the league table. Ferns probably happy enough with the 2-2 draw, but would have liked to win, I'd say, to get closer to Gorey there.
Well, look, they still have their game in hand, so it was vital that they didn't lose it.
In the home team, though, I think they would have liked to.
Yeah, but still, it was still vital they didn't lose that game. Like, if they win the game in hand, they'll go 2 points clear going up to Gorey, and a draw up there then maybe without anybody else breaking out of the group and catching up with them. But look at you know what it's like, and as long as you don't lose to your big rivals, pick up a draw there and beat everybody else and hope that they're going to slip up somewhere normally is the best things you can hope for.
Yeah, and Clabon struggling in that division as well, so.
Actually, Clabon have pulled out of that division, unfortunately. Yeah, so
gone with the one team.
I think it was only last week. Yeah, so they're gone out of that.
It's a pity. I mean, the Butcher's Best Division 4A. We've Ross Celtic beating Madrovers 3-1. They'll all draw with Fort Celtic and Joseph's, and Shelburne beating Campoyle 3-1.
3-0
or 3-0. Sorry. Ross Celtic on the top of this one. Fort Celtic behind them. 4 points in it with the game in hand, so it's Fort not too far off. And Bo's in that one as well. It's Bo's third team, isn't it?
Yeah.
Three.
Look, it's shaping up like it's going to be the three of them. Ross are after pulling out a 4 point lead. I know Fort and Bo's have a game in hand, but sometimes the points on the table are more important. And in fairness to them, they're flying. And isn't it great to see a club like Ross Celtic coming back? They were such a strong club over the years, and look at they're looks like they're building a good squad, a good club again, shall we say, and coming back up. Yeah,
it's disappointing to see Cam down there. They're only first team in that division. Really, I thought they would have done more this year.
Look at their small club, and in fairness to the lads out there, the credit has to go to them. I know to keep going week in, week out. It's good to see them that they're still in it and they haven't given up.
We have the Streamline Technologies Division 5. Tom Brack with a 3-0 win against Castledarkle. Camolan with a 4-0 win against Ferns. All Blacks losing out to Adamstown, and Fastnet beating Bree 3-0. And Rantnure beating Gorey Celtic 3-1. Then we had Wexford Celtic with a 4-0 win against Kirklow. We had the cameras out there as well, so we'll go to that there now.
Bailey here with Wexford Celtic, just coming off on a 3-0 win. It's great for the lads, see them getting them pushed and stuck in. We needed a big push after the last few weeks. We didn't have the results going our way, but we fought hard, and lads showed some great heart out on the pitch, and we got the 3 points in the end. So now it's just on to next week now, and hopefully we can replicate it again and keep it going again.
Well, how's it going? Kieran Furlong here, captain of the Cork Ramblers B team. Tough game today, just didn't really switch on from the go, and Wexford Celtic took their chances. We had a couple of chances there we didn't put away, and sure, goals been games, and it's just been a kind of a tough start of the season, but hopefully in the next couple of games get a couple of lads back after the GA and push on from there.
The goal, yeah, I think I collected it edge of the box, and the ball rolled, I bet a man and just said, I'm going to have a go here now. and luckily went swerved far left corner, and yeah, I wasn't expecting it, to be honest. The game as well itself, it was good going, a tough game, and we're putting in some good tackles. I'm absolutely betting now as well, so that'll do for today.
I'm Fran Hoare and I'm the Wexford Celtic manager. Game went very well there today. We played good football, passed the ball well, scored a few goals, which I'm happy with, and the result went our way, so yeah, I'm pleased with the result.
I think we've seen a cracker there from Sean Donoghue. I think he's going to challenge King Harty for the goal of the season there. We've seen a few weeks back for North.
Yeah, no. Did the ball not bubble and hit him in the shin?
I don't think so.
In fairness, it was a great strike now from him, and there was a couple of good goals in that game. And look at, in fairness to the lads going down getting the videos, every week they always get one of a big goal.
Yeah, look at Gorey Celtic there out on top, Bree behind him. Gorey have a game in hand on Bree and a point ahead of him, so you'd be looking at it Fastnet not far off either. Point behind, same out of games as Gorey, so and Wexford Celtic are there as well, so they'll be, after that big win this week, they'll be looking to push on now as well.
Yeah, Gorey definitely be disappointed. They took a heavy defeat to Rathnure, 3-1 I think it was, especially when they were absolutely cruising. But I was talking to Richie Walsh, the Fastnet manager. He was saying that they have a really, really young squad down there. They're all fighting there to try get onto the team, and they're not too far off of it now.
Yeah, look, it's a big division, 12 teams in it, so there's 22 games in this one, so it's going to be a long way to go from any of the teams in this, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. And by the looks of it, it's going to be longer for Cora. They're not going too well at the bottom of the table there. So, look.
Either of my Castledockers.
No, neither sure Castledocker. You tipped them to have a won by now.
Still early.
It's not that early.
That's all the results. Look, the big game in Wexford Soccer this weekend is the Oscar Trainer game. Nick, unfortunately, we don't have a squad to announce because we haven't been given it by the management. That's a pity. It would be nice to be able to go through what's in his 22-man playing squad for the Saturday night, but we don't have it, so we kind of have to guess what we think. I do know there's a couple of players out. I know the mine lads are not available. They're all gone on Reds or Stag. I think Paul Murphy's spot mightn't be available this weekend either, so I suppose regarding the mine lads, it's probably John and Ricky are probably the two that you would expect maybe to start. So maybe there's only the two missing. So
I look at it. I'd say there could be a couple of more missing than that out of the mine, like Pa O'Shea, Pat Isle. They definitely should be. Redzer's another one. Could be in with a shout. Now he hasn't played much football yet this year, but definitely on his day, if he had the form that he had a couple of years ago, he'd definitely be in and around it. He'd frighten the life out of any team, even at the Oscar Trainer level. Look, it is disappointing that, and I'm not making any excuses. He only has 3 weeks to get his squad together, but a little bit disappointing that Ken didn't get to us with the squad or anything like that, because representing your county is massive. We've so much talent in the squad in the county this year. Every year, there's loads of lads with League of Ireland experience. There's loads of lads who've played at a high level. They're going to go to Kilkenny now this weekend, and it's going to be extremely tough. Kilkenny won't be. I don't think they'll be easy, but Wexford shouldn't be fearing them going up there. Look, it's unfortunately the time it's on. I won't get up to it Saturday night. It's on a 7:30 Saturday evening, but look at. There's definitely potential, and there's definitely a load of ability within the squad.
Yeah, I think two of us have been hearing two different stories coming out of Kilkenny camp. You're hearing that they are going to be full strength with the freebooters. Evergreen, I've been hearing that they're not too interested in it, so it'll be interesting to see what to come out with. I suppose if they have everyone, you'd be looking at Kilkenny as one of the strongest teams in Leinster, in fairness, so it will be a tough game down there. So, and Wexford have Carlow and Kildare,
Kildare,
at home. So
I think
you'd be looking to come out with undefeated, I think, wouldn't you?
Well, look, if you went up to Kilkenny and got a draw, it wouldn't be the end of the world as long as you beat Carlow and Kildare. Like, we remember a couple of years ago, and probably the best performance I ever seen a Wexford team was playing against Carlow under John Godkin. I think they were winning 2 or 3-0 at half time, and they ended up getting bet 5-3 or 4-3. The second half, Carlow came at him absolutely unbelievable. But this is a high level. Your Oscar trainer, it's county level, and everything about it should be county. Everything about it should be the next level. Your preparation, your players' thought, trying to get into the players what you want from them, your formations, your shape, all of that should be worked on and should be done. And as Ken has only had 3 weeks in the job, it has been tough to try and do that. But hopefully because he hasn't got to do that, hopefully the talent will drag him through.
Yeah, and look, he's a good management team around him. I think Mick Larkin's with him, Dinny Carty, and I think Jay Murphy's gone in there now as well. He was with him there with Brad, so it'd be good to have him from the team, the last Oxford trainer team, in fairness.
Yeah, look at we all know Denny is probably one of the best coaches in Wexford. Mick Larkin brings a wealth of experience to the table, and I really like Jay. He's just dead straight. Says that as it is. He was meant to be on the show tonight now, but he rang in sick. So
I looked up and some of the boys worked with him when he was a doctor, and likes his coaching and all as well. So
yeah, no, Jay's good.
And would you try to guess a few definites for Saturday night? Who you think? I have a few interesting ones. Like, do you play Gary Laney? Would usually one of the first names on the team sheet, but he hasn't really played. I think going into outside competitions, hasn't he?
Probably going into this one, I would definitely be looking at the lads who've played over the last 5 or 6 weeks. You could.
The informed player for me, just from the games I've been going to, I think it's probably Kieran Page. So you'd be expecting maybe him to.
Yeah, definitely Kieran Page. Without being too rude or ignorant to any of the other centre halves, you definitely have to look at Paul Murphy, Sean Murphy from Gorey. The two of them have been rock steady for the last couple of years, so they both complement each other really, really well. So definitely, for me, you will probably be starting building your team from there. Maybe Alan Rhodes, if he's available, get him to sit and hold in the midfield, break up a bit of play, and maybe Owen then straight through the middle, especially now that you're missing spot, and fill in your team around that. Probably being a bit just generous to a few others, but I think you'd have a nice spine there. You'd have Jason Maguire probably for me would be number one, and playing in behind the two boys, and that'd be the spine of the team for me. And definitely if you Kieran Page on one wing and Paul Brennan on another wing, you've two pacey, skillful, really good lads there. You look. There's not a massive amount of left full backs in the county.
I was going to say, I think the two
Todd
big
Hines maybe naturally left sided. He's going to get up the wing. He's a goal scorer as well, so maybe he won't want to play there. But he's one that I'd be looking at. Connor Cassidy on the other side. So look, you've a load.
Yeah, I think for me the two.
Sean Duffy
would be for me left back, and maybe it's probably a player we've been unfair to. Is probably one of the most consistent players that makes over the last 3 or 4 years is Ryan Cullen. He could play maybe centre back on it or left back on it, in fairness to him.
Yeah, no, I spoke to you about Ryan and during the week. I know he's a very good footballer. I don't know if he's available. Somebody said it to me that he wasn't available or he didn't make himself available. I could be wrong on that. I don't know for sure, but he's definitely one who could slot in anywhere across that back line.
Well, that's the thing from not being able to talk to him. Unfortunately, we don't know what players.
We're guessing a little bit.
What players told him they're unavailable.
Is another player who I think would work really, really well off of Owen Rhodes. So he's another one. Do the look of bringing in somebody with the experience of Shane Dempsey. Do you try in a young lad, maybe like of an Eddie Black who hasn't played that? So you've loads of different things, but unfortunately we don't have the answers.
Keeper's another big one, but I was looking at it. kind of has to be Jess Maguire for this game, I think, don't it?
Well, look at Jason Maguire.
Couldn't imagine being anyone else.
No, not for me. Jason, Pat Oyle, excellent goalkeeper. Dylan Cloak is playing regularly now with Ajax, another good chap. Ben Nugent carrying a little bit of a knock, but has done reasonably well. I think the game has probably come a bit too early for say your Sean Allen, who hasn't played a whole lot of games this year. Lee Walker's back in the league, hasn't played a massive amount of games. Danielis out of Ross Celtic might be a little bit unlucky. I'm sure we're going to leave out somebody, but Danielis is another one who could definitely jump in there. So
you have left out one. I think I know
Paul Darcy.
Yeah, I know he's
you were going to mention
Division
him.
2,
Yeah, so
he's definitely up there with the top keepers in the county.
So look at there's 8 or 9 there that could definitely fill in, but the one who probably has played the more big games with North End and things like that will probably be Jason at the minute. And look at I don't think he's done massively wrong. He was probably a bit weak in a couple of games coming for crosses and things like that, but other than that, for me, he at the minute he would probably be the number 1 keeper in the county.
So I think we're saying the only 3 players we could certainly say will start if available will be Paul Murphy-Gorey centre back, Alan Rhodes centre field, and Owen Rhodes centre forward.
That's what you're saying. If it was me, the spine would be what I just said, and then, as I said, you fill in your Paul Brennan, your Kieran Page on both wings if available. And then, like as it says, it all depends on what shape do you want to go. Do you want your full backs to attack? Do you put 2 holding midfielders in?
Conor Castle, if he's available, there's no better right back in.
Oh, Jesus, no. Like you've Eamon Joseph there can push him.
Yeah. He can play. He's playing left back for North End.
Rhys Murphy as well there, who has slotted out into that position and who's strong, powerful. You've Robin Dempsey, who has played anywhere across that. Like if you wanted to, you could bring in somebody like Ian Sinnott that could go in centre half and push Paul Murphy out into midfield if you really wanted to. So like Ken has a million options to do. Like, and Dermy Flood is another lad there that could come in. Even if you weren't starting the likes of Dermy Flood, if you're a goal or 2-0 up, but you have to bring it on and control the game, is another chap who could definitely do that.
Ronan Derrick's cross the bag is been excellent last.
Yeah, he's another chap. Yeah, like there's a glutton, and we're only just basically talking about a lot of Premier players. Like you have Shane Lawler there with Ratnure, he's pace.
Shane Cassidy of All Blacks.
Yeah, Shane as well. Like, so he's pace. If you're chasing a goal and you're bringing on somebody like you've a million options. Like, and kind of when you name out all them players, I'm raging I didn't put my name forward at the start of the year now, because you've such a great panel of players there. Like, and if you could get them to buy into it, I think you have a really good chance of winning something.
Yeah, and the big thing for Wexford, I think this season is with the new format, is the being honoured off with the name of Pat Whitty, the Leinster part of it. So I think it's a great drive for the Wexford lads to go win it and honour Pat, I think, and the Whitty family. I think it'd be a great thing for Wexford soccer.
No, I agree with you. Like Pat was a great Wexford football man. He was a great football man anyway. He travelled the world looking at games. He was a tough man to get home with. When you were trying to ring him and
never had a problem with him.
I should look at. But
could be you, Nicky.
He was a lovely man, but look, Pat was running that league, and he ran it very fair and very very well. And one of the main reasons why we're such a strong league goes down to what the work that Pat done for a number of years, and I know he was very well thought of even outside of the Wexford League. So it's a great honour, and let's hope that the boys can do it justice.
Yeah, and looking at a great opportunity for Wexford to, as I said, to win the Leinster part, then go into the All-Ireland section. As we said, they have Kildare. Is it Kildare next to home?
I'm not sure, but I think it's the 15th of November and the 29th. I think they're the two. If they're 2 Wednesdays, I think they are 2 Wednesdays. Look at sure. Let's wait and see. Hopefully, we'll be in Reading for one of them. Aidan.
Come on, Nicky. It's on an Astro Saturday, isn't it?
In Evergreen's Astro. Yeah.
So look, we'll leave it at that. We'll wish everyone all the best at the weekend. See you, Nicky.
See you, Aidan, and best of luck to Ken and the boys.